Breaking Free: 5 Essential Steps to End a Trauma Bond. Welcome back to another enlightening video. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's both crucial and often misunderstood: breaking free from the chains of trauma bonding. Before we start, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss any of our life-changing content. And if you find this video helpful, don't hesitate to share it with someone who might need it. Your support means everything to us. A recent study published in the Community Mental Health Journal found that nearly 1 in 4 adults have experienced some form of trauma in their lifetime. But what many don't realize is that these traumatic experiences can have long-lasting effects, sometimes manifesting in unhealthy attachment styles and trauma bonds later in life. But first, let's address the shocking statement that will serve as the hook for today's video. You might be surprised to learn that love bombing is actually a red flag for a toxic relationship. Love bombing, a term coined by the renowned psychologist Dr. Robert Sternberg, describes a manipulative tactic where the abuser showers the victim with excessive affection, gifts, and words of affirmation, all in an effort to gain their trust and create a sense of obligation. It's a deceptive strategy commonly employed by narcissists, cult leaders, and other abusers to ensnare their victims and make them vulnerable to manipulation. But how does one break free from this cycle? Today we'll be exploring the 5 essential steps to breaking a trauma bond, shedding light on this often hidden form of emotional abuse, and providing practical advice on how to recognize the signs, escape the cycle, and heal. To truly understand the complexities of breaking a trauma bond, it's essential to first understand the dynamics of the cycle of abuse. This cycle, which is common in many abusive relationships, including those with narcissistic partners, typically follows a predictable pattern. It begins with the idealization phase, where the abuser is charming, attentive, and seemingly perfect. This creates a sense of euphoria for the victim, who feels like they've found the ideal partner. However, this phase is merely a facade, a carefully constructed image that the abuser uses to lure their victim into a false sense of security. Once the victim is emotionally invested, the abuser then enters the devaluation phase. Here the mask slips and the true colors of the abuser emerge. They become dismissive, critical, and often abusive towards their partner. The victim is subjected to gaslighting, manipulation, and even physical or psychological abuse. Despite the pain and suffering inflicted during this phase, the victim often remains trapped due to factors such as fear, obligation, and a desperate hope for reconciliation. The final phase of the cycle is reconciliation. The abuser, realizing the consequences of their actions, may temporarily return to the idealization phase, showering the victim with apologies, promises of change, and even gifts. This serves to pull the victim back into the relationship, causing the cycle to repeat itself anew. This continuous cycle of abuse becomes a distressing pattern in the victim's life, leaving them emotionally drained, confused, and deeply traumatized. Breaking free from a trauma bond is a challenging journey, but it is possible. Here are 5 essential steps that can guide you through the process. Number 1. Recognize the signs. The first step towards breaking free is acknowledging there's a problem. This involves recognizing the signs of a trauma bond, understanding that you're in a toxic relationship, and accepting that you need help. It's about becoming aware of the manipulative tactics being used against you and understanding that you deserve better than the treatment you're receiving. Number 2. Seek support. Reaching out to trusted individuals such as friends, family members, or religious leaders can provide the emotional support and understanding necessary to begin the healing process. Sharing your experiences with others who genuinely care about you can help break the isolation, often imposed by trauma bonders, allowing you to gather strength and perspective. Additionally, Seeking professional help from therapists or counselors specializing in trauma and abuse can provide you with the tools to navigate your emotions, challenge negative thoughts, and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. Number 3. Make a plan. Once you've acknowledged the issue and sought support, it's time to make a plan. This involves identifying specific steps you can take to improve your situation, such as setting boundaries, developing a safety plan if needed, or seeking legal counsel if you face legal issues like custody battles or restraining orders. Having a plan gives you a sense of control and direction, helping you move forward with clarity and purpose. Number 4. Take action. With a plan in place, it's time to take action. This may involve difficult decisions such as ending the relationship, moving to a new location, or changing your phone number to break off contact. It's essential to be prepared for pushback from the trauma bonder, who may try to manipulate you back into the relationship. Stay firm in your resolve and use the support system you've built to help you through this challenging process. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. Celebrate these milestones to keep yourself motivated and focused on your goal of breaking free from the trauma bond. Number 5. Be patient with yourself. Breaking a trauma bond is a journey, not a single event. There will be good days and bad days. You might experience moments of doubt, fear, or even anger. Be patient with yourself during these times. Understand that healing takes time, and that setbacks are a normal part of the process. Practice self-compassion. Forgive yourself for any missteps and continue to move forward at your own pace. Remember, you're not defined by your past experiences. You have the strength and resilience to create a better future for yourself. Healing from a trauma bond goes beyond simply ending the relationship. It involves rebuilding your sense of self, restoring your belief in yourself and your ability to make choices that prioritize your well-being. It's about rediscovering your passions, setting new goals, and creating a life that reflects your values and brings you joy. Now that you've learned about the steps to breaking a trauma bond, let's explore ways to build healthy relationships moving forward. Healthy relationships are characterized by mutual respect, trust, open communication, and a willingness to compromise. They are built on a foundation of equality where both parties value and support each other's needs and goals. Here are some tips for building healthy relationships. Establish boundaries. Setting clear boundaries is crucial for building healthy relationships. It involves identifying your limits, needs, and expectations and communicating them effectively to others. By doing so, you create a safe space for yourself and foster a deeper understanding with those around you. 2. Communicate openly and honestly. Open and honest communication is the cornerstone of any thriving relationship. It involves expressing your thoughts and feelings in a respectful manner, while also actively listening to the perspectives of others. By fostering an environment of transparency, you build trust, resolve conflicts constructively, and strengthen your bonds with others. 3. Build a support system. Nurturing a strong support system is essential for building healthy relationships. This involves cultivating connections with friends, family members, or support groups who offer emotional support, understanding, and practical assistance when needed. Having a solid support system provides you with the necessary resources to navigate challenges and maintain strong relationships. 4. Seek professional help. If you're struggling to break free from a trauma bond or build healthy relationships, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapists or counselors can provide you with the tools and guidance you need to heal, grow, and develop fulfilling relationships. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Trauma bonding, a perplexing phenomenon that often leaves its victims feeling trapped and confused, can be a harrowing experience. Breaking free from its clutches requires courage, resilience, and a commitment to self-healing. By understanding the nature of trauma bonding, recognizing its signs, seeking support, making a plan, taking action, and being patient with yourself, you can begin the journey towards breaking free from its grip. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Reach out to trusted individuals and professionals who can guide and support you every step of the way. With determination and the right support system, you can break free from the chains of trauma bonding and create a brighter, healthier future for yourself. If you found this video informative and empowering, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find it helpful too. Your support means everything to us. Thanks for joining us on this journey of knowledge and personal growth. See you in the next one.